again, Ricky's here, and welcome to Anatomy of a Track. And today we're in episode 3. So we have a country ballad sent in by a songwriting team called Tarzanaland, and Tarzana being a community here in LA. And this is a country pop thing. So what we're going to do to start off with is get a little quick listen here, because there's not much going on. It's very sparse. And what we're going to try to do is not only fill up the sonic spectrum of it, but give it some drive with the acoustic guitars. Okay, so here we go with the Takamine in through the 414 through our Focusrite. It's actually it's called the Voice Master preamp, which is kind of tuned for voice, but it really works well with the acoustic. And so we're going to go through this. And when we get to the electrics, we'll be going through the Universal Audio 2610 and the Avalon. But in the meantime, let's start this puppy out. We'll start off with some footballs, just some whole notes, and as it goes, we'll start getting a little bit more active, probably around the pre-chorus. Now it's time for acoustic 2. Usually put them left and right. And in doubling, a practice that I've kind of fallen into to spread out the sound, instead of just literally doubling the original acoustic guitar, is put a capo up. And that way you can get different inversions of the same chords, and it makes the whole spectrum just much bigger. So let's give it a shot. This is going to sound like this mic. So it's a higher sound, and it's going to ring up with the overtones of the first guitar and sound something like this. So now the acoustic 6 strings are done. So now we're going to put a 12 string and a mandolin, and then I'll be done with the acoustics, and we'll go to a little electric. So right now, let's put this guy on, and he's just going to he's going to brighten the sound a little bit. So we're not going to do a lot of chord stuff. He'll play some bass notes, and then in the chorus he'll play the melody, and that'll kind of just add another dimension to the tune. And here she goes. 1, 2. it's time for the mando in the choruses. Okay, so there it goes. We'll take that and go through the chorus, next chorus, and the third chorus. Then we'll start the electrics. Faux pedal steel with the 6-string electric. So we're going to start off here. We've got the Gretsch. The humbuckers are going to give you a nice warmer sound, bigger sound, a little bit more like a good pedal steel would be. And you're going to need a whammy, compressor, delay, volume pedal, and in this case we're using the Vertex, and we're using the Vertex steel string clean boost. Again, the JB Nano as a compressor, going into the Syn 1, which is a Synergy preamp, to a Strymon Deco, and into the compu. Alright, so here she goes. Lay out here, just let this go for a bit.
Now it's time instead of waiting. Say the world's much bigger than it is right here. Enough with all the dreaming. Let's go in and have a beer. Everything in mine is yours now if you stay. 'Cause you know it'll be a mess while you're away. With everything.
Cool. So he comes back in a melody on the chorus. So we'll just take him, replace him, and we're ready to go. So see you next time. Playback and see what we've got. Alright, so we're starting off. We have, keep in mind, the slide here is going to double the original line of the sample that the producer sent over. And that's actually here. We played those two together and it would be like this. we're going to do is go ahead and just mute him out because he's just doubling a line that's already in the track to listen to. So let's go from the top. All right, we've got the acoustic guitars, and that's going to sound like this. We actually have 3 acoustics going on. Now what happened is after we sent the track over to the producer, he wrote back and said, happy, love it, but there was a ostinato part that he had on a acoustic sample that wasn't included in the original track he sent over. That track sounds like this. And it goes through the whole tune. So if we actually hear that with the, whoops, back. We hear that with the track he sent over, it sounds like this. Without it, you lose all this energy. So there's actually a great part that he came up with, but since it wasn't included in the original track they sent over, he couldn't do it. So this was one of those situations where you trust and listen to what the input is from the producer. So because without it, the tune just kind of lays there and doesn't go anywhere. So this was a really good shot that came from Thomas Gallmeier, who was producing the tune. He was also a co-writer. So let's go from the top of the pops. All right, sounds like this. Bring that ostinato part down because it goes through the whole tune. All we need is just the rhythm and the feel of it.
All back with everything but me. It kills me that you're leaving. Now it's I instead of we. You say the world's much
There's a
bigger.
pedal steel. And all of a sudden you get this bass is being doubled by the 12 string. 8th notes.
Stay, cause you know I'm gonna be a mess while
This
we're
adds just a little touch of energy. Mandolin.
So come here then, say.
Now these guys are doubling each other. The mandolin and 12 string. Gives us more of a rhythmic feel to the melody that we have. Let's go back to that chorus, and they'll sound like this.
So come here then, say goodbye. I had hoped to change your mind. You can't say I really didn't try. If you should need me, tell me when.
Now that came from this little line that was in the slide guitar sample that Thomas sent over.
So come here then, say goodbye. I had hoped to change your mind. You can't say I really did.
So if we put these guys back in, ta-da, Mando and 12 string, we get this.
So come here then, say goodbye. I had hoped to change your mind. You can't
That
say
literally
I really
sparkle on
didn't
top of
try.
it, plus the energy of the 16 notes coming from the mandolin.
Tell me when. I'm just afraid we will never be the same again. The right tires flash.
Here, so what we got is, if we go just to the pedal steel, along with the melody, it sounds like this. And here's the melody at the top. by himself. So those parts had to be kind of balanced because they're very similar. So I made sure that the pedal steel left holes for the slide melody. Pedal steel. And melody again. Do it by itself. Verse 2.
Once one more day,
He's still happening.
you're gonna have to run me over.
That pulse from the ostinato.
Those who don't like you.
Because before that we have these acoustics all together now. So verse 2. So the pulse is really moving the second verse.
Now there you might find those who don't like you, but you know I got your back if you only ever knew.
Verse 2.
So come here then, say goodbye. I hope to change your mind. You can't say I really didn't try. If you should need me,
Answers from the pedal steel.
when I'm just afraid we will never be the same again.
Bridge.
Right now you're still in front of me, but soon you won't be. Watch you drive as you disappear. You forget my greatest fear about me and you, and all that we've been through.
Breaks down. Last verse.
Soon enough
Pre-chorus.
the road will be your test. Everything you want, I wish you nothing but the best.
Chorus is out. Then the chorus comes in with the vocal.
So come here.
Now what will happen here is in our mandolin parts is on this last chorus we took the melody, which is here, and we doubled it by putting a tremolo part.
I'm just afraid we will.
So it picks up a little more energy when that extra chorus comes in, just because those tremolos.
So come here then. Say goodbye. I hope to change your mind. Can't say I really try. If you should need me, tell me when. I'm just afraid
Takes us to the end of it. It'll be a fade out. And there it is. End of the track. So that was Never Be the Same Again. And from the start to finish, there it is, Anatomy of a Track. So that's episode 2. Take care and stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.